My name's Dr. Philip Lugbridger, a lecturer at Cardiff University. I'm the project lead for the Engage project, which is the Royal Academy of Engineering Animations project. What we hope to from this project is bring together engineers from both universities and industry, animators and school children to all co-create an animation based on engineering topics that we're currently researching in universities. So these are like engineering materials or future development that we hope to bring into real world in the future, creating more sustainable energy sources, more environmentally friendly solutions to problems for the future.
We've been working on a project about animating engineering and renewable energy.
I didn't know much about engineering before the project.
I know that engineers, they make stuff, they fix stuff, and there are different types of engineers, and also they solve problems.
In doing this, we hope to have outcomes such as children becoming more engaged with engineering as a topic, more engaged with science and maths, so that the next generation can develop sustainable outcomes for us as well, and society.
On the trip to Cardiff University, we learnt about what vehicles produce the most carbon dioxide.
We also learnt about concrete and how it was made, and electricity and pylons.
My favourite part is when we were doing 3D printing.
We looked at all the different surfaces and circular economy.
We're inviting Llanmartin Primary School in our concrete labs to have really a look and understanding of how concrete is made, why this material is important yet challenging from a sustainability point of view.
We also showed how to test these concrete cubes to determine their strength and determine which kind of materials we can add to concrete mixes to make it stronger.
We ran a workshop on introducing the students to the circular economy and the differences between that and a linear economy. One of the things we went over was how you could redesign something to make it more circular. So the idea would be potentially changing the materials. So instead of using a wide range of materials that are difficult to separate, making something out of a single material, which is then quite easy to reuse.
It's important to get these ideas embedded at a younger age, particularly to sort of help people realise that engineers do more than just mend things, that we can come up with these new ideas and help move the world forward and develop new concepts and create things.
I did an exercise with the group based on sustainable transport, so thinking about different kinds of transport and which ones are more sustainable, how can we make them more sustainable, different fuels, that kind of thing, and relate it to them travelling around. Thinking not just from a technical point of view, but thinking about how people respond to transport, how they make choices, how the way we lay out cities and roads affects the way that people use transport.
We spoke to them about renewable energy and how we transfer energy from things like wind turbines to houses and cars that we use in everyday life, and how we can protect that from bad weather conditions, things like lightning. I think it's very exciting for young children to come and look at this and understand how it works and see how we do research in a university.
The trip we went on to Swansea University, we went there to see renew energy, and it had a living wall, and they also had thermal solar panels.
During the stages of creating animations, we received the children to Swansea University. We showed them around our facilities, and then we had some activities where the children could learn about the work we're doing with thermal storage and the other areas such as kinetic energy and our active building. It inspires them to become engineers or even animators, but it allows the message to be sent out to the wider age group as well.
They were then able to see what our energy use and energy generation were on our energy dashboard, and then they were given a live demonstration of energy use in the building. So by switching on things like a light and a heater, they were able to see the differences in energy consumption by the different devices, which I think was really powerful to them, especially when they saw the heater being switched on. They got to do some experiments, and they worked with another researcher to develop some miniature energy generating devices, things like a carousel and a seesaw, And that demonstrated to them different types of renewable energy. So that got them thinking about then different ways you could generate energy.
It takes a very difficult area of work and a difficult area for us to communicate and put it at a level where the people who see this video will understand it and hopefully take away the message as well.
We've made puppets of ourselves out of paper.
We've been trying to create a video saying how to save energy.
I just like the way we help each other. We're able to problem solve with each other.
The animations are a really good way to learn because it adds like a fun way of learning.
I also like working with different universities. I really like the fact that we were doing something like really sciencey, but then at the same time it's really fun. The animation really helped us.
Our hope with the films is to use them in lots of outreach events that the university do, teaching other children, teaching people of all ages about these engineering topics, lots of social media spaces so that everyone can engage with them, and then eventually use them as a teacher resource across Wales and the United Kingdom, hopefully, to give everyone this source of knowledge that we've come up with from our academics and engineers.
The final animations were absolutely fantastic. You can see there's a lot of positive effort and a lot of fun has gone into creating the images. And I've got to say, they've done a far better job than we would do it ourselves.
I really liked it. I like making it and learning about it, and it just looks super cool.
We got to show our creativity and our imagination.
I thought they were very good, more than what I expected.
Yeah, I enjoyed the films. It was fun to see like the final project.
I like to see it all come together and be in one video.
We made a movie for everybody to learn about the shop, and I want to be an aerospace engineer.